Welcome to part 1 of our 3-part series on introducing solid foods. This video will focus on feeding infants between 6 and 9 months of age. To begin with, we will quickly review a baby's first foods. Then, we will move on to introducing solid foods and other topics. The information in this presentation can also be found in the resource, Feeding Your Baby, which was put together by Best Start. The link for this resource will be sent to you by email after completion of this video. Breastfeeding is all your baby needs for the first 6 months. But if breastfeeding is not possible, then formula is all your baby needs. If breastfeeding, however, it is recommended that you continue beyond 6 months of age, as breastfeeding provides infants with additional immune protection even after solid foods are started. Breastfed infants require vitamin D supplement of 400 international units each day up until 2 years of age. Formula-fed infants, however, do not need a vitamin D supplement because vitamin D has already been added to infant formulas. How can you tell if your infant is ready for solid foods? First of all, your child should be able to hold his or her head while sitting at the chair. You may notice that he or she reaches or leans toward food when others are eating. You may also notice your child opening their mouth when you offer them food. And finally, if your child is able to pick up small pieces of food to feed themselves, they are ready. Whether you breastfeed or formula feed, infants around 6 months of age require plenty of iron from food. Some good sources of iron include meat, poultry, fish, seafood, and whole eggs. Additionally, many vegetarian options are available, such as tofu, legumes, and infant-fortified cereal. Ensuring your child gets a variety of foods with varying textures is equally important. Here are some examples of the different textures you may want to offer your child from the resource Feeding Your Baby. Finely minced foods, ground foods, lumpy foods, pureed foods, mashed foods, and finger foods. Homemade baby food can be made with a variety of raw ingredients, such as bananas and avocados, in addition to cooked foods. You can cut up raw or cooked foods into small bite-sized pieces for finger feeding, or use some basic kitchen utensils, such as a blender, a grinder or food mill, or potato masher or fork, to accomplish a variety of textures appropriate for spoon feeding. When introducing solid foods for the first time, it is best to let your child lead. Wait for your child to be in a good mood and seat them at the table with you and perhaps some others, such as family or friends, for a shared meal or snack. It is important that you are eating in an environment with minimal distractions for both your benefit as well as your child's. And it is equally important to remember not to leave your child unsupervised while he or she is eating. To feed your child, place a small amount of food on a spoon and bring it close to your child's face so that they can see it. Your child may instinctively open up, but if not, gently touch your child's upper lip with the tip of the spoon. If your child still does not open up, that's okay. While your child is happy, keep them at the table and perhaps give them small amounts of food to touch with their hands, and then try again at a later time. There are many foods that may trigger an allergic reaction. Here is a list of common food allergens, again taken from the resource Feeding Your Baby. Eggs, milk, although homogenized milk should only be introduced after 9 months of age when children are eating a variety of iron-rich foods on a daily basis. Mustard, peanuts, seafood, sesame, soy, tree nuts, and wheat. You will want to introduce these food allergens one at a time, being sure to leave a 48-hour period afterwards to assess for any potential allergic reactions. An allergic reaction might look like a rash, or your child may vomit or have diarrhea. In the event that your child has difficulty breathing, call 911. Before introducing solid foods, you will also want to learn how to perform the infant Heimlich maneuver in case of choking. Here is a short video clip from the Red Cross to get you started.
In this video, you'll learn what action to take to save a choking baby who is less than 1 year old. There are 3 possible scenarios to envisage. Scenario 1, the baby is still breathing. Monitor the baby, but do nothing else. Coughing is more effective than first aid procedures. Scenario 2, the baby is no longer breathing, but is still conscious. Give the baby 5 blows to the back. Lie the baby on your forearm so that their head is lower than their chest. Support their head with one hand and place 2 fingers of your other hand either side of their mouth without pressing on their throat. Give 5 blows between the shoulder blades with the heel of your hand. If this does not work, alternate with 5 chest thrusts. Place your forearm against the baby's back, holding their head in your hand. Turn them over. Their head should be lower than their body. Place 2 fingers in the middle of the breastbone. Compress the chest by a third. Repeat the chest compressions up to 5 times. Alternate 5 back blows with 5 chest thrusts until the baby begins to breathe normally. Scenario 3. The baby is no longer breathing and loses consciousness. Lie them on a flat surface. Call the emergency services straight away. Begin cardiopulmonary resuscitation by alternating 30 chest compressions with 2 rescue breaths, if you know how. If not, use chest compressions only, at a rate of 2 per second. If the baby does not resume normal breathing, continue until emergency services arrive.
This video, along with other resources relating to food safety, have been made available at the Credit Valley Family Health Team website under Nutrition Services, Infant Nutrition Program for your reference. When it comes to beverages, your child will get enough fluids from breast milk. However, if you want to offer supplemental hydration, you may offer your child water from an open cup. It may surprise you, but even at 6 months of age, your child can drink from an open cup with a bit of assistance. Limit additional fluids to water, however, as your child does not need juice, carbonated beverages, or caffeinated beverages of any kind. In summary, a variety of foods with varying textures can be introduced at 6 months of age. Offer your child his or her first foods at regular meal times, building up to 3 meals per day with additional snacks by 9 months of age. And if at any time you have questions relating to feeding your infant, our registered dietitian is available to speak with you. Simply call the Credit Valley Family Health Team at 905-813-3850 and request an appointment with our registered dietitian, or book an appointment online at our website, www.cvfht.ca. We thank you for taking the time to watch this video. An email will be sent to you within the next 24 hours with some additional resources and a short survey. Your participation would be greatly appreciated. Thank you.